and angel fly within my life, beside me in all I do.
Hi beautiful people, this is Anna Grace Taylor and I'm delighted to be here for your year reading for 2018. I wish you an amazing year. It's going to be very powerful. We just came out of a 1 year. 2017 is 10, 2, 1 and 7 is 10, and that makes a 1 year. And actually 2018, because it's 11, we would think it's a 2, and that energy can still be present. So it's going to be a year of creation, of really building upon what we made in 2017, but extra powerful because 11 is actually not turned into any other number. It stays as an 11. It is a master number, and I always see it as like like a gateway, because the ones are standing like a gate. So it's very important for us to choose love even more than usual this year, to really focus our intention on that which we want to create and see more of. And also for me, because the number 2 is related to our sacral chakra, our orange center, because this creation, for me, it feels extra feminine in our creation. So it's not going to be creating as in forcing or struggling or pushing. It's going to be allowing. What are we allowing in our lives? What are we focusing on? What are we choosing from that feminine place? Because whether we're a woman or a man, we all have that feminine energy within us, and the feminine way, the goddess, wants to allow us to have which we desire without force and just being ourselves. And as we be ourselves, we are more able to create that which we really desire from a place of joy and true peace. So here is the guidance for January to start with. This beautiful deck is full of angels, full of beautiful guidance from them, but also very specifically very good at focusing on emotions and different feelings that we may experience. So I really love this deck for 2018, and let's see what they have to say to start with. Oh, this is a beautiful card talking about emotions and powerful experiences. Appreciation. This could not be more perfect as we start the year, because what we focus on, what we really appreciate, appreciates. So if we're focusing on our blessings and all that we have already in our lives, then we're going to open the door to even more. So this is a time to really take stock of all that is already good in our lives, so that we can really focus inwardly and then create from that place of gratitude. Gratitude and appreciation are the quickest ways to raise our vibration. So if you're not necessarily feeling that great, if you're feeling like this year might be starting off as challenging, then what better way to clear that or to shift that by really focusing on what you are already grateful for, because that will create beautiful change and beautiful miracles in our lives as we go forward. So that is a beautiful card for January. The second card for February I find really fascinating, because this is the third chakra, our solar plexus. Our solar plexus is our inner sunshine, and Archangel Chamuel is actually represented here and is the angel of love and peace. And love and peace, therefore, is our true power. We talk about that a lot, but if we're really focusing on our true power, which is love, then we are always going to do well, aren't we? So this is a real time to really get centered, to really feel our strength and our power and our creativity in that. It might be that you feel extra inspired to think of that book that you want to write or that project that you want to start, but this comes from within to start with. It doesn't mean that you have to rush into action. It means really focusing on what you're inspired to do, what you want to create from that place of love. And of course, February is often a month that we associate with love. So what greater time to call on Archangel Samuel if you want to either manifest more love in your life with a partner, or you want to actually improve your existing relationships. So that's a beautiful card for February. And in March, oh, this is really fascinating because we have action. So we're going to really feel like our year begins more actively in March, having had more of an inward time, which usually is true for winter in January and February if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. March is going to feel like it's time to move forward, to take action. But what is interesting about this, particularly as we talked about where our focus lies in 2018, there's two horses, and one is charging ahead, the other one is pretty adjacent to that horse. But it's really important that we choose to take guided action rather than action from a place of fear or trying to figure things out. So your action is wonderful in March, but really making sure that we're taking action for the right reasons rather than because we feel like we should, or because we feel like other people are pushing us to do so, or perhaps we are feeling pressure. Whatever it is, taking action from that place of power that we just spoke about in February is going to be a beautiful thing. So March is a time for guided action. All right, so interesting. And I did talk about this deck being very specific about feelings, and here is one to really pay attention to in April. It's nothing to worry about, but anxiety can be part of our human lives on a regular basis, can't it? And I like to think of anxiety as a real reminder of what it is that may be feeling uncomfortable to us or not in alignment with our true self. Because if we're feeling anxiety, we're usually feeling some kind of disconnect in some way. So if you're feeling that way in April, it's just an extra reminder to take care of yourself, to really nurture yourself, and if possible, to change what you're feeling anxious about or change how you feel about it. If you're in a situation that is making you anxious, look at the ways that you can either get yourself out of that situation or shift your focus about it. Maybe it's just that you're not feeling very confident. That's okay, but it's a real time for you, rather than beating yourself up for feeling anxious, for really giving yourself that loving kindness that you would a friend or a family member feeling in the same way. So, beautiful reminder just to take extra care of ourselves in April. Okay, in May, ooh, I love this. This card is the door to romance, and I'm always loving romantic messages, but it's beautiful because the number here is 33. My attention is really drawn to that because 33 is the number of the goddess of ascended masters, and so they're really helping us. They're giving us that extra sign to open that door to love. If you are already in a relationship, perhaps it's a beautiful time in May to spend extra time really nurturing your partner, nurturing yourself and the love that you have together. Or if you're single, just to really invite that love, to make it a priority in your life, to let yourself say yes to romancing yourself as well as other people, remembering how you treat yourself is always what you're going to attract outwardly, because we're always a mirror for that. So, beautiful message to be romantic in May. All right, so we're coming to the halfway point of 2018, and this is a really interesting card because it's Angel of Strength. So the angels are reminding us that we are strong, that we can do anything, that we can really trust ourselves. The lion always reminds me of courage. So sometimes we're not always going to feel that strong, but we may not even feel that courageous. But if we can remember that actually we are doing great, that we can move forward, that we can have the lives that we desire, then everything is going to be working out for us. We can call on the angels extra for strength, for courage, for clarity, they're saying, because this is a beautiful time. Again, there's lots of reference, I feel, to our inner power, our inner sunshine. There's that yellowy glow again in this card, and our solar plexus feels extra important as we move through this year, to really trust ourselves, to trust our intuition, remembering, as we said at the beginning of the year, this is going to be a real year of choosing. I believe that, yes, of course, there are some things that are planned for us in our lives, that God and the angels have a plan for us, that some of it is destined, but we are full of that power to choose, and the angels are just reminding us that we are strong, that we are powerful, and that we can do anything. So that is a beautiful card as we reach the halfway point of 2018. And I absolutely love this for July, because for those of us in the summer months in July, this is obviously going to be relevant in multiple ways. But the sun, again, is really pointing to our inner sunshine. The sun in the tarot is all about confidence, is all about us having positive change in our lives, about really going for it. So again, lots of focus on reminding ourselves of who we truly are, that we really can create from a beautiful place. And also they're saying just to bask in that sunshine, inwardly and outwardly, and knowing that we are doing a great job in July, rewarding ourselves for showing up, for being present, and knowing that that is always enough. So the sun brings us great news and a great feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction in July. So that is beautiful. 8. The 8th month of the year shows up with a number 8. That may be extra powerful, and it's indecision. Indecision. Will we go this way or will we go that way? Again, without sounding like a broken record, it's what will we choose? Will we choose a path that feels really right for us? Will we choose a path that may be full of obligation or fear or what everyone else wants us to do? I don't believe actually that we are indecisive beings. I think that sometimes our fear can get in the way of making a choice because we feel like we might make the wrong decision. But really, if we go deep inside of ourselves, I think we always know what is right for us. We always know the decision that we feel most aligned with. It's just about trusting that. So don't let yourself be distracted by too much in August. Just make a choice and know that if you are indecisive, perhaps it's just that you need more information about something. Maybe you're just going to get some more clarity by taking time out and not getting too pushed into anything. But just take it easy in August and just be aware of what it is that you truly want so that you can make a clear choice. Okay? Oh, wow, this is so interesting because in September we pretty much have a very similar message, adjacent possibilities. There are lots of windows and doors open for us. So it's up to us which we really look at and which we feel aligned to. There may actually be far more than one right choice, but it's also remembering that we have to be open to all the possibilities, explore them, look at them, and then we're going to, as we said in August, have the clarity to be able to make those choices. So again, choosing from a place of power, choosing from a place of love, of freedom, of peace, rather than the opposite, and just getting yourself in a place where you know that life is full of different possibilities, that you're not going to miss out if you choose one thing. You're actually going to add to your life, and all of it is an experience. It's not really a wrong choice. It's just about learning and growing and moving forward. So looking at your options in September, knowing that there may be more than one possibility, but making that okay, because life is always going to give you lots and lots of choices. All right, so that's September. October. I absolutely love this card. In fact, this came up for me personally as a theme for the year, so I'm actually delighted that it's come up for you too. And that's happy family. All four of these beautiful beings in the ocean, surrounded by a rainbow, which I always see as a sign of transformation, of hope, of divine guidance, and really coming together. So October is a time to gather with your loved ones, a time to really not be isolated, but to be with your chosen family or your biological family. And the angels are saying that if you are watching this and you want to expand your family, if you are looking to have a baby or adopt to create your family in some way, October is full of blessings for you. So know that it can and that it will happen. And the autumn time is perhaps a time where you can really focus upon that for yourself if you haven't already conceived by this time of the year, so that you may even have a baby by October. How beautiful is that? So there may be lots of New Year creating going on, so that October you can really enjoy your new member. But whatever it means for you, this card, it's full of connection. So connect with those you love in October, because it's a beautiful time. Alright, so November, beautiful. Oh, I love this as we go into the end of 2018. I can't believe I'm saying that. This is the Magician and the Mirror. It's about, again, reminding us of our inherent, innate, spiritual, beautiful power as a creator, as a divine creator, knowing that even at the end of the year, there is plenty of opportunity to create and to bring magic into our lives. The Magician is always about spiritual growth as well. It's about you really connecting to your higher power, God, the angels, whatever you feel most drawn to. But this is a beautiful card of extra blessings, of remembering that you have the power to change the situation, you have the power to expand a situation, you have the power to create more, and you also, as you focus within, you're going to be able to have an even richer, more fulfilling experience of your outer life. So November may feel actually like you really want to spend quieter time, having had a busier time in October. November might feel like you want to really go within, but that is all good because it's about deepening your inner connection, whereas October was about connecting with others. So that's beautiful. So, as we head into almost a year's time, December 2018, I love this card. One, because 44 is always a sign of the angels being close. If you see 44, it means the angels are saying hello, which I love as we end the year. So they're adding extra blessings. This woman holding a heart. Now, it can mean many things, but it can mean that there's a significant woman coming into your life, either as a lover or as a teacher, as a mentor, but also love for ourselves, to really know that we are that woman. If we're a woman, then of course, it's extra important, but just the feminine energy that we talked about, the goddess, that really beautiful feminine energy flowing throughout all of this year. I find it wonderful that we should end with this card, because it does remind us that it continues throughout, right through December, a woman holding a heart. So we're going to really find that we have more of a sense of ourselves as women. If we're men, we're going to still get that real sense of our intuitive nature, our feminine, beautiful, receptive energy that is so important if we're to live a creative, rich, fulfilling life. And this is a beautiful card to remind you to really be gentle with your heart, to know that you have so much power within it. But by the time we get to the end of 2018, I think that we're going to really find our our truth, so that when we go into 2019, there's going to be even more adventures to be had, but we're going to be doing it from a much deeper a sense of self-love and of self-nurturing, which is what I really believe this year 2018 is about. So I'm sending you so much love for an amazing 2018. I will of course be back with weekly readings throughout 2018 starting next week. But I can't tell you how grateful I am and how wonderful it is to share this space with you, to be able to share messages with you. And I'm excited to see what unfolds for us in this beautiful year. So remember, it's a time, first of all, to focus on what you're grateful for, what you already appreciate in your life. It's a time throughout the year to remember our power, which is love, right in the middle of our solar plexus, our sunshine. It's a time to really shine. It's a time to create from that place. It's a time to say yes to that love rather than the fear, and to make very conscious choices this year. So if we can remember that, it will be a beautiful time. Much love. Bye bye.